So we'll start with the next. So what are the next possible things are available with the CSS that we are looking into it? So we have seen till now CSS, how to apply the borders, how to apply the colors, how to apply the background colors, the padding and margin and more. So there are again more and more things are available, and these are the properties as we know. Okay, so we'll see how we can add more and more new features into that. So it is not something like that we are learning a new concept. It is something like that we are exploring the properties, right? We are trying to understand more and more properties to customize the attribute, to customize the tags in HTML. The tags will never, the properties will never end because there are many tags. So properties, sorry, not tags. There are many more properties with each and every tag, and some are common, some are special to that particular tag, like that. Fine. So we'll try to cover up the maximum so that we'll get to know how to use that. Fine. Sure. We'll try the next one. So I'll go ahead with the height and width. So till now we have seen how to apply the color and everything. So same way we can also apply the height and width of a particular div, of a particular h1 tag, of a particular other things. These are the things are available to go ahead. Fine. So for example, here on this particular, let's consider for this div, we'll consider, okay, for this div. So before applying for this div, what I will do, I'll mention one ID over here because I just wanted to specifically target this div, right? So I'll just say the special div, the ID of this particular div, and let's use it here. How we use that? We should use hash in this way. Okay, so let's try to apply a background color and let's check it is working or not. We wanted to check it is working or not first. So we'll try to apply a color. Let's verify. Okay, I need to run it. Yeah, yes, I'm able to see one background to my particular div. But if you see clearly, this particular div is having the h1 and pre both together. So the background should be applicable for these two, right? But we are having a separate background for this particular h1. That is the reason it is getting overridden. We are having other background for that. Okay, so this is how the difference for that. Okay, let's move further and how we can apply the height and width for that. So to apply an height and width for this, so I can say the height. Okay, I'll mention the height in pixels. We can mention in many other formats. Getting the height got reduced to somewhat. Let's have a very clear picture or increase it. That will be more clear. I'll make it 300. Let's see the effect now. Getting now it is unwantedly giving some extra height. This is what a compulsory height we are giving, because what we are saying, we want a height of 300 pixels. Getting everyone. We can also mention in percentage. So I will say 50%. Okay. So what 50%? So it is a 50% of the screen height. Let's see now. Okay. So if I want to confirm it is a 50% of the screen, let's try to reduce the size, font size, and see. Getting 50% still. And let's try to increase as well. It will be again 50% on. Getting? So it will not go beyond that. So this is how we are getting a 50% of the area, right? So let's try to see it more clearly. So I will remove this special heading. I'll remove this particular background. So if I want to remove it temporarily, how I can give the comment? I can give it in this way, right? We have seen. This way I can give the comment. Let's see now. Getting a 50% area, make it more small, make it more large. Your 50% area will not change. Only the contents are changing because you are very sure that you have given the only 50% area to this particular div. So this is also works in the form of percentage, we can say. But for now, we'll say it should be 200 pixels. See the effect? Okay, too large. And I'll reduce the screen size. I'll reduce it again to make it 120 will be better, I guess. See the effect? Yeah, looks good. After that, I can also control the width of that. Let's try controlling the width. So always I'll prefer one thing, like whenever you people will apply height and width or any other things like this, which will get applied to a container, please apply the background color to check how much big it is. Why I'm saying that? Because for example, let's see with this. So width I'm saying 50, right? Okay. So are you able to see how small we are getting it? Let's try to make it more bigger. So I'll try it 300 pixels. Getting it somewhat more bigger. But if you can imagine, if you're not giving this particular background color, you will not able to identify that got applied or not. That is the reason whenever you're working with some width, height, or the container level, how much area it is occupying, either it is occupying a full area or the part of the area like that. So please try applying the background color for that. And after your work done, let's remove that. No one will ask about that background color, right? Just for your testing, how much area it is occupying. Great. Okay, so this is how it works, the width and height. And there are many more things are available with width and height. We can mention in pixel, we can mention in percentage. Other formats are also available, like with respect to parent, with respect to child, many more things available, but totally depends on what the scenario is, we can say. Okay, so this is how it works, and you can still explore it more, like what exactly the max width and everything. The more you explore, the more you will get. Fine. So try applying maximum things which are possible from your side, the maximum properties, I'll say. Okay, next, what exactly the box model over here? So box model is something, this is just something like a theory concept. Okay, so what do we mean by box concept? The meaning of box concept is something like this. For example, I'll tell you, consider this particular div. Okay, so for now, for the sake of understanding, where is the code? It is too small, make it somewhat bigger. 300, just a second. Yeah, so now this is a box, right? Okay, when I'm saying this is a box, fine, so this is a div, right? This is a div. So how much area it is occupying, from outside, from inside, what about the padding, what about the margin? We have seen all those things, right? So it can be more clarified over here. If you are able to see here, so this is what something, are you able to see the border that is of green color? That is the exact area for my div, I can say, for now. Okay, that is the exact area. After that, I will leave some more space for padding, and after that, I'll start writing my contents. If you want to see the difference, let's see. Now, are you having this particular h1, this my code heading, very much near to this particular box? Getting very much near? It means what? It means there is no padding given in our scenario. After border, there is direct content. In our scenario, after border, there is direct content. There is no padding mentioned. That is the reason we are not able to see the gap. Let's try applying a padding and see the effect. So I'll say padding, and like to mention like 20 pixels for now. See the effect? Getting into a padding of 20 pixels over here. So this is what the make difference. Let's compare one more time now. Getting, this is your border now. You're having some space, and after that, you're having your content. Okay, so now we would also like to apply the border. So we'll also try to apply the border so that we can see it more clearly. So I'll say border, and border, I would like to say it is solid, and I would like to say it is 10 pixels. I want to make it a bold border so that I can see it clearly. Yeah, getting the border. So it is exactly similar to like this. See, this is your border. We are using some reverse color. The green one is inner and outside that one. The black color that we are able to see, that is border. After that, we are giving some padding, and then our contents are the same scenario. After that, one more thing you can do. So now if you are able to see this black color box, so this is your exact size of your box. So now how far you want to keep the distance from other? How far you want to keep the distance from the top of the page, from other div, and from this particular below HR tag? That is called as margin. Getting outside of the box, how much space you want to keep? That is all about the margin. So if you give the margin now, what will happen? This black color box will have some margin, and let's see the effect. So we'll try to say margin, and margin I'll give somewhat more bigger so that I can see the effect. So we should have a proper spacing from all side now. Getting? We're having a good enough space from top, bottom, and all the places. So this is how exactly the box model means. The words might look complex, but they are more and more simple when you try implementing it. Fine. So don't try to go with exact theory over here. Try implementing it. Give a writer some small code. Try applying just height, just width, just color, padding, border. Try applying step by step. See what are the effects that you are getting. Then you will get to know more and more and more. Okay. Fine. So this is how it works. I'll just take a quick pause for 30 seconds, and I'll wait for your questions if anyone having any questions. Feel free to ask if anyone having a question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the general difference between width and the maximum max width, sir?
Sorry, can you please tell me?
Sir, what is the difference between only width and max width, sir?
Width and max width is something like that will be more useful when you will work with respect to mobile view. For example, okay, what is the width of this? 300 pixels, right? Right now? Okay, so right now it is 300 pixels. We are able to see the results as well. Getting it? 300 pixels. But if I open the same website in my mobile, okay, see, what is yeah, definitely the things will misplace over here because this is not a proper bootstrap and everything. So here also it is having some 300 pixels with respect to the mobile. So when you want to restrict the width of particular scenario, not uh, according to the screen, that time you can use the max width. For an example, if let me give you one more example, better example for that. Give me a second. So you want to try the maximum width, right? This will be more understandable when you will try using the bootstrap. I'll request other people who are getting confused with this not to worry on that, because this is more with respect to the bootstrap, we can say. Just for an idea how exactly it works, we are trying it. Not at all compulsory. Yeah. Are you getting this? Who asked this question?
It's me, Deepak, sir.
Yeah, Deepak. So are you getting this? So this is only width. So it doesn't matter how much your screen size, even if it is going outside of the screen, it doesn't matter because you have said that this should be the width. Getting? So in the screen size,
Yes,
very
sir.
smaller or very bigger, it will have the problem. It don't care about the screen size. It will just follow what you have given the size. But with max width, what will happen? The maximum width will be 300 pixels only with respect to the screen size. If you refresh it now, you can see the difference. Is small normal screen working fine, bigger working fine. In smaller, it is not breaking. It is automatically reducing the size based upon the current screening, and it is not going out of the screen. So this will be more and more useful to make the mobile website more compatible with your mobile. But of course, this is not a correct way. Bootstrap will be the correct way for this. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, other people, please.
Sir, is
I'll
that
wait for the
process?
question.
Sir, is that process is called making responsive, sir?
Yes, the responsive website, in the sense your website is capable of displaying in laptop, mobile, as well as your mobile website is capable in mobiles and any other iPhone or iPad, tab, any other
Max
device.
width, max width belongs to responsive, yes, sir? Responsiveness.
Yes, you can say yes. Yeah, I'll request the people who are asking questions in the chat box, keep directly unmute and ask. That will be a better point of better communication.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask, sir, you have given height and width with pixel and percentage. So, sir, we can use EM, RAM, and VH also. It will be applicable in our code.
Definitely, because like pixels, these are they are also units like centimeter, meter, something. There are some other units with respect to the CSS, with respect to HTML. Definitely, you can use. Yeah, fine. So we'll again move forward with the next thing. So we have even seen the box model and what are the things are applicable in that, and I hope everyone are pretty much clear with that. So we'll try to move with the next one. Outline. So what exactly the outline is? So outline is a line drawn outside the element border. So what exactly the outline means? So outline is something outside the border. So till now, what we have seen, outline is something what we can say a compound wall. We can say you're having your own house. After that, you will also have some extra space. That is your padding. We have said, right? So this is the contain. After that, you will have your own space. That is your padding. And after your area ends, after your border, again, if you want to keep some more extra space, that is called as margin. And if you want to give some outlining over there, there you can mention this outline. Fine. So this is again similar to the padding and margin, everything. Not necessary to go in very depth, just to understand. This can be used in some cases, and you can try implementing it same way by writing the code over here in special div, right? Okay. Next, CSS text. Of course, with text also many more variations are available that CSS allows you. So with text, for example, you can change the text formatting, you can change the color of the text, you can change the height, width, you can change the font style. Many more options are available with text in CSS. Okay, so we'll try seeing few, and later we can explore more and more with that. The very first thing, we can try applying the color. So whenever you want to change the color of any particular passage or something, you can make use of that. For example, now I'll remove this green color as a background here because I want to make clear the things. Okay, fine. So right now this heading and this passage, we are having a color of black. That is the default one. If you want to change that, what you can do? So I can say here, color. I want to make a red color. See the effect? Getting it? Yes. So of course, it is also changing the border and everything. Fine. So the main intention here is to understand it is changing the color of the text. And why it is changing for border and everything? Because we are applying on the special div. And inside the special div, there is a heading, there is a pre-tag, and many more things are available. So it is getting applicable to all the inner elements as well. It is important to understand. Okay. Okay, fine. So we have understood how to apply the colors for this. And to be more specific, I would like to go, for example, here, I'd like to mention this color to passage. Not passage as well. Let me just check. Okay, I'll write one special passage over here to understand it more better. I am special passage. Okay, so this is a special passage we can say, and it ends here. We'll give some ID so that we can identify it, and we'll say special passage. Okay, fine. So this special passage will try applying the things over here. It will be something like this. Okay, so very first thing, color. So what color I want to apply? This time I'll change the color because I just want to make sure it is working correctly. Check it. Yeah, we are getting something. Yeah, special message here, but again we are having some other effects due to this. So I'll comment that. Yeah, I'm getting something like this here, right? So we're getting some colored message over here. Okay, so now we want to format it more good way. So this is the way we can add the color to our text that we have seen. So anytime you want to change the font color, you can go in this way. Next will be how to apply the background colors and everything. This will be remain same like we have seen. Next will be the alignment. How should be the alignment? Either it should be the left, right, and everything. So before understanding the alignment, it is important to understand how much space you are getting. What I mean to say with that. So before understanding that, I'll apply a background color to understand it more clearly. So I'll say here, the background color. The background color, I'll mention this to understand here. Okay. Okay, fine. So I'm getting a background color, which is starting from here and ending at here. Getting it means that we are getting a bigger space than we need. We are getting a bigger space than we need. So it is starting here and ending here. Right now, what it is called by default, it is a left align. Definitely, we can make it right align as well. How we can make that? So we can say text align. What are the options for align? There are multiple options like justify, end, start. So all are depends and all are having their own meanings. It can be used based upon the scenarios and many other cases. For now, I'll show you the right alignment. Getting? Okay, try to make it center. All good. Okay, try to make it justify. So it will split across a line. No. So, okay, somehow the final intention here is to understand like we are having some option to align our passage. It could be right, left, center, whatever it could be, but we are having an option, and this is the best way to do that. Okay, so anytime if you want to align the things, you should go in this way. Okay, what are the next options available? Decoration. What we mean by decoration? Decoration is something like that. How you want to make it? You want to make it underline, you want to make it overline or something, strike through or bold. We can say many more options are available. Let's try to apply a few of those. So for example, text decoration, how we want to get, okay, let me check the values. So text decoration, I want, let me cross check the values. Okay, underline, see the effect. Getting it underlined, clearly visible. Fine. What are the next options available? Let me check. Italic is available there. No. Bold. No. Strike through. No. Then what are the options are available here? Overline and line through. Let me try adding through. Line through. I think it will be a strike effect. Yeah. Getting it is so text decoration is something that if you want to have some additional decoration to your text, something like giving an underline, giving an like a deleted mark like this we have seen. So it's just applying an additional decoration to our text. We can say nothing more. Fine. So this is the way, like in CSS, how we can add.
Excuse me, sir.
Please tell.
So I think to add a text line justify, you have to write more content in the passage.
Definitely, when it will have more content. So while we see in something like a newspaper or something, so it will be exactly left and right aligned, right? So that time we can make use of justify, and like you have told, we can add more contents to see the effect. So if you want to see the effect of that, justify. Okay, so where is the code? Okay, we'll try adding the few lines of code. We'll get it. Okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll take some contains from news website here. We'll try adding here and see the effect. Getting it so on. So right now it is not much more very clarified because we are using some other heights and everything. But the main understanding here that we should have is that how it will be left and right both aligned. That is what the justify mean. I'll remove the other unwanted things to make it more clear. And I'll also reduce the size of the line to make it more beautiful. Getting everyone. So here the way it is right aligned and left aligned both, it is very much strict. So when you're reading the newspaper, you might have seen this alignment. So there will be exactly similar like of columns 1, 2, 3, something like that. So this is how the justify works. But totally depends on at what situation we want to use them. And there are many more options are available. Like if you want to make only the first character as a capital something, some other things are available. More options are available, but it totally depends on you how much things you elaborate. I will not elaborate all the things because it will make more and more confusions. I can tell you the way to elaborate more things, but I cannot give you all the ways because that might confuse many people. Okay, fine. So we have seen the text decoration as well. We'll see text transformation. So what exactly the text transformation? So the name itself suggests. So nothing to confuse with the bigger words that we are listening. What exactly the text transfer? Transform in the sense it is transferring some output. Let's see if this is I am special passage, right? Everything is mentioned in camel case. Camel case in the first letter of my passage is in capital. So if I want everything is in capital, I need to change I am special passage like this, right? But I don't want to change the code by hand. My code is something like this only. I want to change the style only. So that time what I can say text. I want to transform in which case I want to transform it to transform in uppercase. Let's see the effect. Getting it got automatically transformed. And let me remove this. Where is that bad? I think, yeah, this thing I need to remove, and I'm missing text transform. We'll add it here for more specific use. Yeah, getting everything is in capital. Let's try a few more. I'll say lowercase. Everything should be converted to lowercase. Getting even I also was capital. It is also getting converted to small letter now. So this is how like we can transform. The name itself is suggesting this is the way. And there are other operations also for transfer. Let's see those like inherit and initial and unset. So what are these options like? So for example, its parent is having some other casing capital, so I will also follow capital. The parent is saying that I'm using the lowercase, so I will also follow the lowercase. So there are many things. The way you will use, the way you will get it more. Fine. Yeah. Next, after that, we can also add the text spacing. So how we can add the spacing between the words, the spacing between the letters, and many more things. So here we'll try to apply text intent. Before text intent, I would like to show you letter spacing. So as the name is suggesting, we'll try to use that, what it does. So name spacing, I want to keep 5 pixel. Sorry, letter spacing. So let's see the effect. Getting between each and every character, between each and every letter, it is having some space that is of 5 pixels. Let's increase it more, make it 10. Getting it? So it is having more and more space between two letters. So if you want to reduce it, something like this, let's see the effect. Okay, so we'll try to give in negative and see the effect if it is possible. Yes, getting it somewhat very much collapsed because it is in negative format. We'll try more with -2. Yeah, just wanted to highlight you things are possible either in both ways. Okay, yeah. So this is all about the text spacing. So what exactly this particular text intent does? So it could it may be used for other purposes. You can try that and you can explore what is the difference between those. Fine. After that, line height. So line height is also one of the important. So when you are having a multiple lines in your application, that time it will be useful. Let's try this. So for example, line. Okay, what is the spell for that? Line height. I'll say 10 pixels. See the effect? Okay. I think I need more lines in my passage to see the effect. Yeah, getting it. So this is the height of one line is 10 pixels over here. Try to increase it, make it 20 or 30. 30 will be better. Getting it how much big spacing we're having between two lines, and even when we are selecting, are you getting how much big it is selecting? And if you want to make it smaller, like 15, now see the effect. When you select it, how much smaller it is getting. So how much height it is giving to particular line, it all depends on this. Okay, so this is all about the line height. Let's move forward with the next one. We can also give the shadow and everything, but these things I would like to explore you on your own. Fine, because this is more you explore, the more you will get it here. So this is all about how we can transform the text, how we can add some styling to our text. This is not regarding the box. This is not regarding the margin and everything. This is regarding how you can make your text more and more beautiful. Okay, and always it is not important to give the much special effect to your text and everything. Your text and everything will look good also when you will align it with a padding and margin good, and with a very small effects and everything, it will look good on it. So it is not important to have a very fancy text always, because it should be readable to your end user very easily. Fine, I'll take a quick pause for 30 seconds over here, and if you have any questions in between, feel free to ask. Yeah, please sir.
Yes, sir. So what is the difference between uppercase and capitalize?
Uppercase and capitalize, let's try that. And before trying, like here also we can get some idea about that. For example, we'll say, what was that? Text transform, right? Text transfer. So what exactly it is saying? Uppercase puts all letters in uppercase. What is capitalized? Puts the first typographic letter unit of each word in title case. So capitalize is just making the first word capital, and the uppercase is making everything is capital. Getting?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, other people please. I'll wait for your questions, guys.
Yes, sir. This is Vishwajit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please
This
tell.
is Vishwajit. Sir, can
Yeah,
you
please.
elaborate this that uppercase and capitalize for more information?
Uppercase and capitalize is the way just now we have discussed. It is just making the things capital. If you want to make each and every letter capital, you can use the uppercase. If you just want to capitalize only first letter of each word, so this is capitalize. Every first letter of every word is capital. See here, first letter of every word is capital, and if you make uppercase, everything will be capitalized. Each and every letter, all letters. Getting this?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, other people please. Yeah, fine, no problem. Yeah, next we'll continue. So this is all about the CSS text, how we can make more and more beautiful text by using the CSS we have seen. So we can also handle the font. Font means what font we are using. We are using Arial font or we are using Times New Roman font. So this selection is also based upon us. We can also use the Google font. We can use the third-party library. We can use the inbuilt one. Many more options are available for your choice. Okay, and the way we select that, we'll see now. Okay, so you can just go through this particular theory over here. This is just a generic information, nothing to worry on that. But how you can change the behavior of font, how you can change the font, that we'll try to see for few elements here. And when you use the font family and everything, so there is a variety of fonts available. So you should know the name of that particular font. You should know the family of that particular font, right? So then only you can make it apply that. For example, here it is saying that for passes, they are applying the font family like Times New Roman, Times, and Serif. So how we can apply the multiple different fonts? So we can apply that. For example, if this is not working, this will be working. If this is not working, this will be working. And if this is also not working, by default, whatever the browser you are using, like Chrome browser, Safari, or Mozilla you're having, so browser will pick up the by default font if nothing is given. So right now in our case also by default font is working here because we haven't mentioned any font in our case. So this is all about the default font. So let's try to change the font over here. So I'd like to change here to Times first. So how we can do that? So we'll change for our passage only to make it more clarify. So we'll say font family. So there are many options are coming up over here only by default. So we'll try Courier New. That will be better. See the effect. Getting the difference now? So the font style got changed now here. So this is the way we can change the font style. And again, while changing the font style, it is important to know the correct name of your font. I'm getting it automatically over here because we are using the VS Code. So in VS Code, whenever you will say something, control plus space, you will get a list of options available that you can assign to that. So this is how it works. And let's try to apply something different. Yeah, we are getting it something different. But for now, we'll not change anything and will not confuse more. We'll keep it very lean for simple understanding. Yeah, fine. So this is how we can apply. Definitely we can apply the fonts that are coming from the web and we can download it locally and we can attach as well. But that is all comes under the advanced, we can say. So for now, when you're normal learning, you should not go ahead with this because this will be interacting with downloading those, otherwise create a link with that. It will create an extra complexity while you are learning the concept. Once you have learned the concept, while applying in any actual project or something, you can go ahead with that, no problem. Okay, so these all are remaining with that only. I'll request you to skip this particular section. No, don't worry, don't need to go ahead with this. Just try applying any one of the font and see it's working or not. That will be enough for now for understanding the fonts. Okay, no need to go in depth of this. Okay, fine. After that, we can also have the icons. So CSS is having some icons available with it. And so initially when there was a previous version of CSS, it was having its own icon. And now the CSS has divided the icons to completely separate library, or it uses the third-party library for icons and everything. So right now that we are going to see the icons, that we are going to use the icon from Font Awesome. Okay, so from there we can use that. So if you want to use the fonts, so we have to include one library. We want to include some code from third party. Okay, and how we do that? So for that, here you will get one link for the Font Awesome library. Okay, so this particular Font Awesome library is available on the third party website. So whenever you try to use any font, so it will come up from there. For example, I'll tell you. For example, here it is trying to display the cloud symbol, the heart symbol, and the van symbol, paper, and the menu, something like that. And what is the code for that? This one. So what is this particular cloud? FAS space FA cloud. So this is the name. This is the class given for the cloud in this particular library. Okay. So if I use directly like this, a cloud symbol, I want to use here inside my H1 tag. Let's see the effect. It is working? No. We are making use of the cloud name that is given, but we are not using that library. So we need to import that library as well. How to import that? So here we are able to see that. So this is the path of that library. Okay. So copy. So here in head section, like here, I'll do that. Yeah, now it's all good. It's time to try now. No, still not. Let me check. Let me try outside the heading. Maybe inside the heading we're having some problem. Let me try outside the heading here. No. Let me check all other things one more time.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please tell.
Sir, sometimes I also use icons of this and it does not come. So I go to the Font Awesome website and download the SVG tag, which are given in the CSS form.
Yeah, but with SVG tag, what will happen? The complete code for this particular image will come up with SVG. Means complete image will come up. That will be something somewhat more bigger, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll try to go ahead with this. Just a second. No. What could be missing? Can I even guess what is happening wrong here? We are using the same manner that they are given here. Where is that? We are using the I tag. We are using the correct name. It should be something like this. Any other library that they are importing? No. Let me check if we are getting any error or what. I guess we are getting some cross origin error. Yeah, due to course policy. All right. Just a second. Let me just change few things. Let's check, will it work? Otherwise, we'll skip it. Yeah. So here there was something like cross origin. So cross origin something is that like we want to access that library. Fine. So that is not our library. That is the third party library. So coming to that, there will be some errors. Course error. Course means cross domain. Cross origin, the full form of that is something cross origin something. It means that when the two web servers will try to connect with each other, when the two web servers try to interact with each other, so by default due to security they won't allow us. So that is the reason I'm removing this, and if you want to try you can also remove that and it should work for you. So now what you can do, you can just go through the Font Awesome website and there whatever the names they are giving for respective icons, you can make use of that so that it will be then you can use that. For example, here we can use for car, we can use for file and everything. Let's try those as well. So this is for cloud. After cloud I want for a car. And how exactly we are picking up this name? These names are given on the Font Awesome website. You can get from Font Awesome website. Okay, getting symbols, and we'll try the Font Awesome website also once. Font Awesome, and definitely few fonts may be up and down based upon the version that they are using and everything. So you can just explore. That will be the correct way. Yeah, this is an official website for that. Let's try seeing all one icons. Okay, so we want an icon, something. Which one we should say? Yeah, we'll take this anchor. Okay, so what is the name of this anchor, and is any tag given for that? Let me check. Yeah, see, you can see here how exactly we should write that. The HTML code will also be given, so we can just copy that, and after this particular car I want to display that. Let's see if the effect of that now. Getting it? So this is the way, like whatever you need, you just go there, search, and you will get it as per that. Fine. So this is the way we can add more and more. So this we have used from the Font Awesome. So definitely for like Font Awesome, there are many other third-party providers which provides this facility. Like the way we have used the Font Awesome, there are other like I guess Image Finder and icon JPG something. There are many other providers like Font Awesome which will give you this facility. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a quick pause for 30 seconds. If anyone having any questions, feel free to discuss. Yeah, please tell.
So can we apply background color in the icon, which is black?
That can be changed if we want. If we can apply a color and a background color, that will be changed. So what we need to do, we need to apply it for I tag for that. Using the I tag, we need to apply that, and I think then we'll get that effect. I guess we can try doing that. We can do that anyhow, no problem, because that is a font, right? That is not an image. So this might look like an image, but this is not an image, everyone. This is an icon. that is looking like an image. Why I'm saying that? For example, if I want to change the cloud color to blue, I can do that. If you want to see, I'll do that. And so what is the shortcut to apply the CSS? We can also apply in this manner, guys. Style, I'll try to apply the color. The color will be blue. So this is the shortcut to apply that, and not to be confused with other. Let's see. This is the car one. This is the anchor one. Okay. And what we have newly added, we have just added newly this. So this is a shortcut, a simple way to add a quick styling to any particular HTML tag. So we want to make it blue. Let's see the effect. We are getting it blue. Getting? So this is the way we can change those things. And of course, as you said, we want to apply some back color to that. If you want to change the background color to that, I make it red to see. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
We can do that because at last it is just a font, we can say. Yeah, other people, please. Any more questions? Yeah, sure. If any no more any questions, we'll stop the session for today here now. And I'll request all the people here present here to try going through the maximum properties are available and try doing more and more R&D on that, and try doing using those icons. Try to use different values available, like negative values, positive values, colors, and everything. When you will do it more, you will get it more, and it will help you when you will do the real-time applications and how the things are available. Because this is more and more practice we can do, the more and more we can get to know here, because this will not end anytime. There are many more things are available, but the way will be the same, the way we are going ahead. Okay, that will remain same. So we'll again meet tomorrow at same timing. So see you guys over there. Thank you so much for joining for today as well. Have a great day.